right. All right. Keep your hair on. Oh. What the bloody hell time do you call this?
3:50 a.m., exactly as scheduled. The taxi will arrive at 3:55 a.m. and we depart at precisely 4 a.m. Did you not read my itinerary?
I'll wait for the film.
Nice to see you, Frank.
And you, Wendy. If anyone's going to rouse me in the middle of the night, I want it to be you. Come in.
Perhaps we'll give you a minute to get dressed. In private.
Please yourself.
All right. Sorry, I'm coming. I'm so sorry, the alarm didn't go off.
I'm going to be running behind schedule, Lucy.
Relax, we've got loads of time.
It's a 90-minute taxi ride to the airport. 1 hour to get through security and check-in, and once one factors in a potential quarantine period for Frank, I'd say we're pushing it.
Kids, wake up! Get dressed right now before Grandpa Grumpy Bollocks reads us the riot act! Oh, dear. Morning. And morning to you, Grandpa Grumpy Bollocks.
The taxi for the airport will arrive in exactly 4 minutes.
You know what I'd do, Geoffrey?
No. Even after all these years, I've still got nothing.
Well, when I'm making travel plans, I will factor in a contingency. Maybe you should have done that.
I did. I allowed an extra 2 minutes in case we have to dump you at the side of the road.
That's right, we need to get going.
What are you doing?
I'm opening the curtains.
You can't leave them open for 4 days. Sends a message to burglars.
You can't leave them closed for 4 days. That's what sends a message to burglars. Whatever the message, you seem to be sending it by semaphore.
All right, what about sort of half and half, like that?
You mean the configuration that no one ever uses unless they're going away?
Oh, yeah, because it'll be the curtains to blame for a burglary, won't it, Mrs. 4 days in France can't wait, #holidays.
Oh, I do hope Raffles hasn't read my Instagram account. He might steal my priceless drawer full of old tights.
I'd hardly call a trip to Normandy a holiday, Lee. We're going to pay our respects at the place where Wendy's Uncle George fell. A man who literally fought them on the beaches, fought them on the landing grounds, fought them in the fields, and fought them in the streets.
Oh, a bit of a drinker, was he?
I want everyone behaving with respect at these memorials.
What are you looking at me for?
No one wants a repeat of the penalty shootout at Stonehenge.
Our family know how to behave. We've lost people in our family as well.
Yes, but if we commemorated all the places where your relatives fell, there'd be a plaque outside every Wetherspoons in Lancashire.
I'm sure everyone will be very respectful.
Good, because we're going to honour some very brave men. If I'd been born at a different time, I'd like to think I could have played my part in the Second World War.
I'm sure you did your best the first time round.
And it's not just her Uncle George. Did you know that Wendy's father, Jack, escaped from Colditz?
Molly told me all about it last night.
She's been very interested in the war since I told her about Grandad Jack and Uncle George. She had Frank playing Escape from Colditz until midnight.
I'm not sure I agree with board games that trivialise the war.
You'd like it, Wendy. It's all about how to escape imprisonment from a fascist.
The minibus is here.
I bet your father's got some tales to tell, Wendy.
His generation didn't really like to talk about the war.
He told me one or two.
With the Gestapo failed, Geoffrey succeeded.
Well, we haven't got time for them now. We need to go. Kids, hurry up.
We're coming!
Hang on. Have you checked the fridge?
I did it last night.
There's a whole bottle of milk in here. What if it goes off?
Just chuck it away.
It's a 2-litre one. Not throwing away perfectly good milk.
Oh, we can't take it to Normandy.
Why not?
I don't know, Lee. There was something about buying a wreath that felt more appropriate. Does Lee know you can actually freeze milk?
Don't tell him that. I want to see if he can do it.
Anyone?
We need to go. Kids!
OK!
Has everyone got their passports?
Oh. I've got Al5.
Hang on. Where's mine? It was in here.
Oh, for God's sake, you're gonna need it.
I have been away before, you know.
Yes, but you don't need a passport when it's at Her Majesty's pleasure.
Please, Please hurry up and find it.
Yes, or we'll need to sneak you on in a suitcase.
Don't be silly, we could get him on his hand luggage.
Hang on, you can't leave without me.
Help him find it.
Oh, are you coming through customs with us? Or are you planning on jumping out over Belgium?
They were learning about the Second World War at school and they got to borrow some costumes. They were looking up military records and all sorts.
Are we having breakfast?
Yeah, milk. Think of it as rationing.
There isn't time for breakfast. We'll get something at the airport, darling.
Polish your medals. I think McDonald's do a military discount.
Where's that bloody passport gone? I can't miss out on paying my respects, especially to those sailors in those little boats that brought our brave boys back home, lest we forget.
That was Dunkirk, Grandad.
Oh.
Did you forget?
D-Day was the landing beaches. There was Utah, Omaha.
No, sweetheart. That's in America. What are they teaching the kids in schools these days?
Molly's correct. Utah and Omaha were code names for the beaches in Normandy.
So which one was King's Landing?
That was Game of Thrones. We need to get going. Go and tell your brothers to hurry up.
Where the hell is it?
You like war films, Frank?
I know this is a trap, but yes.
There's always that great bit where the hero gets injured and tells the rest of his soldiers to go on without him.
I'm not injured.
Easily rectified.
It was in the side pocket, zipped up.
Oh, yes. I must be losing my marbles. I put sugar in the fridge last week.
Sugar's his cat.
Don't worry, it's in date.
Yes, I wasn't checking the date. I was checking to see whether the stools swivel round high enough to lift your head into frame.
When you're finished, we've got a whole can of squirty cream to get through.
Let's have a look at yours then, shall we? Oh, a very handsome picture. Very sexy. I could swipe right for that. Oh, my mistake, Geoffrey. It's Wendy's passport. March 12th, 1945. A very good vintage, if I may say so.
1945?
Do you mind, Frank? That's personal.
He's right, Mum. The passport's got a mistake on it. You were born in 1947 and they've put 1945.
Oh, I don't believe it. That's right. Oh, what a nuisance.
Have you never noticed it before?
It's a new passport. I've only recently renewed it. They must have made a mistake at the passport office.
Well, we can't turn up at Heathrow with a dodgy passport. We'll all be strip-searched.
You, strip search. That'll be double gloves.
We'll be fine. Wendy's travelled through customs on that passport hundreds of times.
But she just said it was brand new.
Ah, so she did. Yes, it's new.
No, it isn't. The date of issue says it's 6 years old.
Yes, that's right. No, I must have made a mistake. When I said that it was new, what I meant to say was that it wasn't.
Are you guys getting in my cab or not? The tax expires in April.
They're coming right now.
Kids! Mum! What's going on?
It's really not a big deal.
Well, then you might as well tell us.
A lot of people, as we get a little older, aren't entirely honest about our age.
You lied to the passport office.
No, of course not.
I'm sorry, but I'm a little confused. How old are you exactly?
Should we cut her open and count the rings?
You may as well tell her.
I'm 2 years older than you were always led to believe, Lucy.
I don't believe this.
Do you need a drink?